Hello everyone, I am Courseware and today we're going to be reviewing this SelectFire free sheet. So far from just the website alone, it looks like a decent sheet, so try it out in game. Just a disclaimer: for some reason my mic has been bugging, and it probably is right now. But throughout the video, it's a little bit annoying, and I'm really sorry for that. But I hope you can still watch the video throughout, and thank you. So now we are in game. As you can see, this is the menu. I've got my config, which is just clear of everything. And we're going to be going through the sections one by one and forms. We'll start with we'll start with the misc. So obviously bunny hop orchestrate. Okay, if I can click it, obviously seem to be can't really mess up with bunny hop really. And we've got fast dog, which obviously means there's no like timer to crouch. Sidewalk, I can't really see. Is there a third person? Third person. It doesn't seem that third person works. I don't know if I'm doing wrong. I'm holding it, pressing it. I don't know if you can hear it, but I can't check if I'm slide walking, but I'll just assume that I am. We've got edge bug. I actually don't know what this does. Hold on, let me test the boxes. I don't know what it's do. I honestly I have no clue what that does, but I guess we'll just leave it. So edge jump, obviously, when it automatically jumps off. Slow walk, it just slows down your walk to the point where it's still 100% accurate, but you can still move, as you can see. No scope crosshair. Any customization with that? You can just change rainbow. I don't know. It's a kind of an ugly crosshair, but I mean it works. Recoil crosshair, obviously, to show you. I keep hitting my fucking keyboard, so those where your with a crosshair. I don't really like these two, so I wouldn't. Well, I mean, no scope crosshair, I guess it can be useful if you're no scoping, but I tend to not really use these two when I use legit configs. Auto pistol, obviously, just holding down mouse button 1, it'll just automatically shoot your pistol. Auto accept when you're running a comp match, it automatically accepts for you. I assume this works. Radar hack is actually pretty useful. I'm glad this sheet has this. Shows where your enemies are on the minimap. Reveal ranks, obviously reveals ranks, money, suspect. Reveal votes, obviously. We've got watermark, visual FPS. This, and obviously the cheat name. Off-screen enemies, it shows like anyone that's off your screen. So like there's like the people behind me, so on. I don't really like this on this sheet because it's a little bit ugly, but you can customize it, like the what do you call it, the like gradient solid health based bar. Fix animation LOD. I'm not actually sure what this does, but there, same as fix bone matrix and fix movement. I'm not too sure what they do or if they're useful on the legit cheat, but there if you want to test it out. Disable model occlusion. Aspect ratio obviously widens entire your screen, so you can try it already wide if you want to. I like having a little bit, it just feels nicer. Disable HUD blur, obviously. You're like, yeah, it disables this blur, this like makes this not have like a blur I like to have on. Obviously, animate clan tag animates the clan tag if you use one. Like we use cool, and it just animates your clan tag for you, or just have more clan tag. Um, fast plan, fast stop. Fast stop is actually kind of useful because it makes you stop instantly when you're moving side to side. Instead of like you like slide a little bit when you stop. I don't know if you can see that. Yeah, fast stop's kind of useful. I don't know. I don't know. I don't really use this very often, so it's just down to preference really. Timer always useful. Just the time of them planting and where they're planting and stuff. Prepare a revolver. So if you've got a revolver, you can set it to a keybind. Set it to left alt. If you grab the revolver, automatically prepares it for you, and you can just like, at any time if you want to use it. I don't really use this. Hit sound, obviously, kill sound. I'm pretty sure you can guess what they can do. Fix tablet signal. I don't actually know what this does. Grenade prediction. That's really useful. I don't have grenades in this map, otherwise I would show you. But I can assume you know what that is if you've legit cheated before. Opposite hand knife. I don't ever use this, but if you like left-handed knife, preserve kill feed. Obviously, uh, it preserves it of only your kills and just puts your kills and ignores other people's kills. Purchase list shows you the list of things you bought. Move this around. Player log. Don't remember what that does. I can't lie. Fulbright. I don't like this because it looks ugly. But if you want to use this to get rid of shadows and things, you know, unload if you want to just get rid of the cheat. Inventory changer. I like this inventory changer because you've got a preview of what everything looks like, and it does have everything as it should. To actually add an item, you just click it, add selected, and then if you go into your inventory, boom, you can use it whichever skins you want. Visuals, right? So disable post processing disables like the outer side. If you look at the outer side of my screen when it like gets rid of it. I usually use this because post processing is kind of I won't say annoying, but it's not really useful. Inverse ragdoll gravity. So if you kill someone, the ragdoll, a dead body flies up to the air, which is quite funny. And also, if you're like searching for guns on the ground and stuff, yeah, like if I kill this guy, then I need that gun. It's easier to see. Just remove fog. Obviously, you can guess what that does. 3D sky removes the 3Dness of the sky. Obviously, aim punch. It's like when you shoot, it's usually like it's like a punch to it. I don't know how to explain it. It like moves your camera back as if you're like actually shooting, and then view punch is I'm not sure what view punch is, but it's that. Remove hands, obviously. Leaves weapon. Remove smoke, gets rid of the smoke. Remove blur, like I said. Side. Pretty sure that was in Misc as well. I don't know. Could be for something different. Not sure. Remove scope overlay. So if you're using like a sniper, removes the outside like blackness of the scope. Remove shadows. I can probably guess what that does. Removes the shadows. And like even on like the side of the gun. Oh, my game's frozen for some reason. Yeah, it removes the shadows. Wireframe smoke. You can kind of guess what this is. It makes the smoke into like a wireframe type pattern. Third person doesn't seem to be working. Not sure why. There's a though. View model moves your hands back and forward, and your gun obviously. FOV, left FOV. I tend to not really change this too much. Not really needed. Flash reduction is if you get flashed. It's like the amount of like you can see through the flash a little bit if you turn it up more. And the more you can see through is the more you turn it up. Brightness, that's obviously the brightness of the game. Probably guess that like really dark or really bright. Glow thickness, I think when you have well, the glow on, I assume that's what it means. Yeah, like the thickness of the glow. I don't know why this is in here and not like glow section, but oh well. Skybox, you can change the skybox, so I can have like this one or like any in the game. Default. World color. Seems the menu's bugged, but yeah, that's there. Eye color menu's also bugged, I think. Screen effects, like I can have a drone cam effect like whilst I'm playing. Not sure why you'd want this, but I guess if you want a bit of fun, it's there. Hit effect, so when you hit someone, it gives an effect on your screen. Hit effect timer, obviously the timer of that. Hit marker, just a standard hit marker around your cluster. Yeah. It can be useful, but I don't know. I don't tend to use it really. Bullet traces, so wherever you shoot, there's like a line. You can change that color, whatever you like. It's nice. I don't usually have bullet traces on unless I'm HVHing, so on a legit cheat, it's not really too useful unless you know, if that's what I like. Molotov hull, it's like the color of the Molotov, I think, when it's thrown. And then smoke timer gives a timer of smokes and how long it will last. Right, onto ESP. So every good legit cheat needs a ESP. So we'll just look through the enemy tab, and then the rest is kind of just the same, but for those types of things. But it has like every item in the game, even planted C4 hostages, so on. But yeah, so like your snap lines, you can change where the snap lines are. So you can make crosshair or bottom of the screen is usually where you have them. Then you can change the color of them, obviously, change the opacity, or have them rainbow. Preference based. I usually have them on, but like low opacity. Name tags, obviously you can guess what this does. Again, low opacity is probably better, so it's not in the way, but down to what you like. Flash duration, how long they flash for. Audible only, if you hear them, then the ESP enables. Headbox shows the box around the head. Don't know why people would use this, but if you like it, you like it. Box, just box ESP. You have 2D corners, just 2D box, 3D, and 3D corners. I'll get closer up so you can see this a bit better. Like a 3D box and 2D corners. I usually go for 2D corners or full box because I don't see the point in 3D. Gets in the way. Weapon obviously shows what weapon they're holding out. Change the color of that too. Skeleton shows the skeleton. Spotted only. So if you spotted them like once, then you can see them through the wall from then on. Health bar, obviously. Good health bar. Chams. It's similar to every cheat. You have normal chams and then occluded chams. Occluded chams is when it's like behind the wall, and then visible chams is like when you can see them. I'm not too sure how it works on here. So there's all types. There's allies, enemies, planting, diffusing, local player, weapons, and backtrack. Backtrack's good if you're using backtrack. I'll get onto that in a minute. But we'll go back to enemies for now. So health based, it changes depending on what health they're at. So right now red is because they're at 1 HP. And then there's orange for when they're like middle of health, like goes yellow, orange, red, they die. There's blinking, so it's like a flashing. Material, obviously you can change the material. There's a bunch of types of material, like IQ, like example. Wireframe, as I was talking about before, wireframe is like this type of material. Have that on your smoke as well. Covers the whole body. Well, it has the cover of the body like underneath it, so it goes over it instead of replacing it. Nor Z is the occluded, so as you can see, it only shows when it's behind a wall and doesn't show when it's up. So I think on this cheat you have to have two separate things, one for ignore Z and one for not ignore Z. Like behind like this, and then you can obviously change the color. For instance, yeah, I'm not too sure how that works, but I'm sure you can figure it out if you try it. And then there's all these types. for whatever you need. Right, onto glow. And have again a bunch of different things you can have glow on, including like chickens. I don't know why you would want that, but I guess for a bit of fun, just chickens. And obviously glow is the surrounding outside, this little line around the outside. I'm actually going to turn down, where is it? I'm going to turn down the glow thickness. It's hurting my eyes a little bit. We'll change the color to, let's have a nice pinky red color and turn down the opacity. Now we'll have that health base, have an all visible occluded as well. As you can see, it looks quite nice around the wireframe. Backtrack, right, backtrack. In any cheat, well, not, I wouldn't say any legit cheat, but in most legit cheats, you tend to see backtrack. Let me just get these guys to move. Basically, what backtrack is, it's like where they were before from a specific amount, like a timed amount of milliseconds, depending on where you set it to. You can shoot like behind them, and you still get the kill, which is useful for when you're just like aiming and then like they're moving about. You can still hit where they were before. And obviously, if you have it on a bigger amount, they're more behind, and if you have it on a lower amount, it's just like if you have it on 0, it's just on them. So there's barely any point in having it. So I'd say if you don't want to get caught, definitely for using it, I would have it around 100 to 75, maybe a little bit higher. But if you want to go dip lane or you're better at like keeping it hidden, you just can have it at max. As you can see, I can't even aim anyway, but it just depends on how you want to use it. Have it on ignore smoke, so if there's a smoke, it still uses it. And recoil based FOV, not too sure what that means, but I'm sure you can figure it out. Right, Triggerbot, it's just a standard Triggerbot. You can have it enabled on, you can set it for different things. Have it on hold key. Friendly fire, so it shoots friendlies. Scoped only, so only when you're scoped in will it enable. Like if I hold down my button and I'm like not scoped in, it doesn't enable. If I have it on off, it still shoots. Ignore flash, ignore smoke, just ignores them. Hit group, where it can hit. So if I have it on just head only, if I hold it on the bottom, it doesn't work. But as soon as I go to the head, it hits it. I tend to have it on all if I'm using it. Shot delay is how long it takes to shoot. So if I have it on like high shot delay, it will take a second to shoot. Well, I think I'm not too sure if that's working actually. But anyway, minimum damage is like, so if I'm like behind a wall or something, it has to do a certain amount of damage for it to shoot. If I change this to like 99, for example, I have it on all groups, and I try and shoot at the feet, it won't shoot. The only times it will shoot is when, like, especially with like the op, shoot at body, head, but not like feet, because it won't do 100 damage. But if I change this to like 50, it will shoot anywhere, because with the op, obviously, it's a lot of damage, so we'll try and shoot it. But either way, how it works. And then burst time is if you have a burst gun. Aimbot. So with this aimbot, you can have it on a key. So I probably would have it on a key. Turn this off because it will like decipher between it. You can have it on hold or toggle. I'm gonna put it on hold. You can have a circle around your gun to show the aimbot. So I'm gonna have it on aim lock with the FOV to about 2-ish, and I'll just show how it works. So if it's in this radius and you hold down the key, it will lock onto whatever selected group you have. Now, let's say if I turn it up to max, as you can see on this circle, this is the radius. So if I have it here, and put it to the edge, and it'll still lock on. I have that on silent aim, so I don't have to. If it's anywhere in here, it doesn't aim to it. It shoots it anyway. I don't think it really works with no scope, but you see what I mean. And then obviously if you're doing like legit, I would usually have it on like 1 or 2 FOV and then like smoothing around. Actually, let me get an AK. Hold on. I'd say smoothing maybe around. I don't know. I wouldn't have it on. If you're doing it like this, I wouldn't have it on key, and I would have it on aim lock. Smoothing's around, yeah, maybe like around 40, 50, maybe a bit higher, depending on how you want it. And if it's in this radius, it will just get drawn to the person. I don't know if you can see it. But it makes it easy to like spray and yeah, that's just aimbot. Obviously, ignore flash, ignore smoke. Auto shoot, it just automatically shoots for you. I wasn't holding down any buttons there. Auto scope, it automatically scopes in when they're in that radius, I think. Well, I'm pretty sure. I'm not too sure how it will work with smoothing, but see, it will automatically scope in when it's near a person, so it's not scoping in when the radius gets around it. Scopes in for you. Yeah, and then bone is like where. So if I have it on no smoothing, it will instantly lock on the best damage, which obviously is going to be the head. So if I have it on head, it will lock on head. Neck, it will lock onto the neck. Sternum, I'm not sure how to say that, but it will lock onto there. Chest, lock onto the chest. Stomach, pelvis, obviously. And then nearest is just wherever the cursor is closest to. So yeah. Overall, this cheat is a pretty good legit cheat. I'd say it's got quite a lot of features. I don't know why third person isn't working, but oh well, it's not too useful for a legit cheat anyway. And yeah, this is pasted from Cyrus, I think. I'm not sure if I'm pretty sure it's a paste. It's got the same like menu and things. It's got like the same tabs and features, except the anti-aim isn't there because it never worked anyway. And I'd say it's a lot better just overall on how it works and things. But yeah, so like a config I made earlier, or not earlier, but another time. I don't know why the aspect ratio is so big, but yeah, I have my smoothing on quite low. But yeah, you can have the visuals however you want it. You can see, and yeah, I don't know why this is low, but yeah, overall, good cheat. I quite enjoy using this, especially saying it's free. And yeah, I'll give this out of 10. I'll give this about a yeah, a solid 9 out of 10. I mean, yeah, again, saying it is a free cheat, so well, I don't know what you expect, but good legit cheat. Yeah. Thank you for watching, and goodbye.